Anthony Richardson just dropped a new rap song. We're going to cover that, see whether or not this is the signal that things are wrapping up for him, or people are just talking too much on social media. But we're going to cover that. But before we dig in, you need to click that subscribe button right now. We're looking at what's going on behind the scenes of these players. We're looking at practice from rookie camp to training camp. We're looking at the workouts. We're looking at these guys coming back from injury. We're looking at these guys you're getting ready to draft in fantasy football and place bets on. Click that button. Stop missing out.
Say that's the mission, I'm writing until our plats get bigger.
The gang talking to me sounding like some activists. Talk to them every day, they tell me that I'm talented. If I cry after I lose, that mean I'm passionate. Shout out to Speed, he paved the way for all this rapping shit. Young nigga trying to turn it up, yeah, I'm on go mode. Never turn my back on my brother, yeah, that's the bro code. Cruising in my whip, like a nigga going slow-mo. Got love in my city, when they see me, they want a photo. As a youngin', I ain't never eat no peas. On the field, I'm a saint, I be throwing like Drew Brees. Ain't worried about no trouble, I ain't gotta worry about no bleeding. For the gang, I'm 10 toes down, I'm standing on my feet.
From seeing this on social media, I'm seeing a lot of people just looking at Anthony Richardson, the song that's just dropped. They're quote tweeting it. It's from an account that just says 1111111, so I don't even know what's up with that. But the thing about this, from what I'm seeing, is a lot of people are looking at this as the bat signal saying, hey, this is the moment that we knew he was done for. Now, my thoughts from all of this, from seeing this, from hearing this, need to stick to football for sure. But it's okay to have side quests. It's okay to have side quests. Everybody's got their side quests. I get it, and there's a lot of downtime. There's downtime right now between OTAs, minicamp, in between those moments. The thing is, right now, we're hurt. We got to come back. We're hurt. We got to come back. We got to go through therapy or whatever that is, whatever it entails for that. We got to be back for training camp soon. You got a hot training camp battle, and you got to be ready to rock and roll. It does not matter as long as you're ready to rock and roll. That is what it is. You can have all the side quests you want. You can wrestle alligators, cut down trees, paint grass, whatever it is. Underwater basket weaving. I don't really care. He just has to get healthy, come back in training camp. Right now, he hasn't really been practicing. He hasn't really been out there. He's been taking air reps, watching Danny Dimes control his team in practice, and just sitting back there pretending to throw the football. You ain't going to be starting if that continues. You got to get better. Does not matter what you're doing in your free time. Like I said, you could be doing tuna recipes. You could be just lighting fires in your backyard, walking neighbors' dogs. I don't care. I don't really care. Honestly, like I do random side quests all the time. Not really. I don't really do much. I lift weights and do this, but still, I got a dog. I pet it and stuff. Play video games. College Football 26 is coming out. I'll have some videos out on that so you can decide whether or not you want to buy it. Helping you guys out. But we're looking at Anthony Richardson. I just look at it as another side quest. Something he's just doing on the side to have some fun with. I know a lot of people like to talk on social media. I see that. But when I'm looking at Anthony Richardson, we're in a hot quarterback battle. Danny Dimes is there. We're a very inexperienced quarterback. Another thing, too, when you're looking at this, when I'm looking at the tape and stuff, he looks more jacked than what he looked like in the music video. Like, even now, this is zoomed out farther away. Like, he always looks more jacked. Like, some of those photos, you got the trap hanging out. Now we're looking at Anthony Richardson. In that music video, like, doesn't really look the same, but I understand lighting, angles, and all that. I mean, we've been injured off and on. We've been out off and on. I get it. Atrophy and everything. But when I'm looking at Anthony Richardson, you got to get right. You got to get back in camp. You got to get in training camp. If we're in training camp, first day of practice, we got to start competing from there. We see what's up. And that's about it. If we're not, if we're missing days and weeks of training camp, that's going to be Daniel Jones' job to start the season. That's going to be his job to start the season. Daniel Jones was brought in there to push him. Daniel Jones experienced quarterback. A couple years ago, he was very accurate, pushing it downfield with the Giants. You got a lot of weapons here for the Colts. Just being able to facilitate the football is enough for this team to backdoor themselves into the playoffs. They're looking at this. They got the roster for this. Anthony Richardson from high school to college to now. Like, not many reps. Not many reps compared to your average starter in the National Football League. But honestly, it's just a side quest. However, considering how inexperienced you are compared to the average quarterback prospect coming out of college, maybe you do need a lot for more time to study, to do whatever you need to do. Maybe you do, but I cannot judge you on that because you got time right now. I know this. I study OTAs, I study mini camps. That's pretty much what we do this time of the year on the channel, and I know you got time to do side quests and do that, so it's cool. So it's not like, I can tell by listening to you that it's not like you're putting too much time into this. That's for sure. That is for sure. Everybody's got a good side quest. You do too. It's all good. However, Anthony Richardson, the main thing about him, the main topic of discussion is whether or not we will be right for training camp coming into this, the thick of this. Whether or not we're going to be competing day one throughout the end of training camp too. Like, this injury can't flare back up. This is a hot quarterback competition here with the Colts. Danny Dimes takes that. If Danny Dimes takes your job, that is the precursor of you're probably done. You're probably done. Like, you're probably going to get some spot starts throughout the season, maybe, if you're lucky. And it's not lucky for the Colts because bad things are happening. And then, depending on how well you do there, and really depending on how well you do in your next team, which you're probably going to fight for a job there, it's probably not looking good. The odds are stacking against you. Another thing you want to think about here, you took yourself out of the game. You took yourself out of the game. It's not a good look. But health is the precursor right now. We got to get right. We got to get healthy. We don't know how long ago that was shot and all that was worked out on. Like I said, the off season, you got time. You got more time than what you realize for these players. Like, you can't work out 8 hours a day. Practices aren't even 8 hours a day. That being said, you have time to do some things. And that's the glorious part about being a player in the off season. It's kind of like being a teacher. Like, you got time in certain parts of the year. So it's okay as long as things are being managed appropriately. It should be. It should be. It's okay for these players to have side quests. As you can tell from my content, I'm very pro player, but I'm also very subjective or objective depending on which word fits the sentence correctly. But Richardson, from what I'm gathering, there's some people out there that think, hey, this is the sign, this is a signal that this is wrapped up. I'm looking at this. This is just another side quest. Let me know what you think in the comments below. I want to hear about that. Make sure you hit that subscribe button on the way out. One thing for watching. Catch you on the next video.